Hi, it's Bliss Blossom. This is my before picture, and I'm working on makeover. I'm making over my life. I've been through a lot of situations over the past decade, and these situations have changed me in many ways, hopefully for the better. But I am in charge of that. Whether the situations change me for the better or for the worse, I'm in charge of that, not the people who are targeting me. My motto is never give up, never give in. And that's a very important motto to remember at all times. Never give up, never give in. We are all in this together. Let's help support each other and talk about options. Let's work together. Let's help each other. We're a beautiful global community of diversity and passions and ideas. And I've been seeing so many great ideas in the community of how to conquer and cope with situations that are very challenging. And I want to talk about self-care. Self-care is something that I think is really, really crucial to anybody's dilemma when you're dealing with targeting. Because targeting strives to take everything away from you. It strives to take away your dignity, your self-respect, and your sense of normalcy. But you don't have to let it do that. You don't have to give targeting control over your life. Physical appearance is just one aspect of my targeting. My physical appearance has changed dramatically over the past decade. And I'm working on reestablishing a self-care routine, and I'm very excited about the journey of self-care. Everyone needs to have a routine of self-care. Targeting can really preoccupy your heart, your mind, and your soul, and cause you to neglect yourself. And I have, over the past decade, at different times, neglected myself. And I'm going to change that. I'm starting to take better care of myself every day in every way. And I am a very staunch believer in boundary setting. Setting healthy boundaries is really important for human survival. Some of the things I'm going to talk about is inexpensive makeup tips, because not only am I a victim of human targeting, but I'm also going through menopause. So for anybody else out there who happens to be going through menopause, you can certainly understand how that adds to the depth of targeting. Because it's very important to have a sense of stability and a sense of wellness when you're fighting any enemy. And I don't think of menopause or targeting as my enemy per se, but one of my mottos is never give up, never give in. And that's very important. Never give up, never give in. Because their agenda has to do with changing you from the person that you are to the person that they would like you to become. And I'm never going to become the person that they would like me to become. I'm always going to be who the universe needs me to be. I believe in the awesome power of the universe and all the gods in the universe and all the love in the universe and all the goals of the universe. I am a universalist and a naturalist. And I believe very strongly in working in communion with nature and the universe. And I would never oppose nature or the universe if I can help it. I began traveling in 2010 and traveled across the United States of America, ultimately into Mexico, and I was deported from Mexico in September 2016, and I did not want to leave Mexico. I wanted to stay in Mexico. My targeting really escalated when I entered Mexico. And I had people literally follow me from the United States of America into Mexico. But nonetheless, I still had a fantastic time, and I recommend to any targeted individuals, personally for myself, let me put it this way, I'm not going to recommend anything to any targeted individual because I think all of our situations are unique and different. But self-care is a recommendation, kind of not just for targeted people, but just it's a recommendation in general for all human beings on the planet. Self-care, love thyself, love thy enemies, love thy neighbor as thyself. First, do no harm. I send love out into the world every day in a lot of different ways, and I'm going to be doing that every day in my global videos. I want everybody around the globe to see what's going on from one person's perspective in America and what that really means to all of us and what we can expect if we use that as a metric, if we use that as a form of measure to see how our society is behaving towards each other globally and humanitarily, because I was treated so well when I was in Mexico. I was really taken in by different people. I worked farming, I worked with watermelon, I worked with chili peppers. I did a lot of really interesting jobs to help support myself on my journey, and I met a lot of fantastic people. And I do not believe in building walls. I believe in building bridges. I believe that we should have open borders, and it makes no sense to marginalize and disenfranchise human beings just because you're an elitist. And there are people who have these elitist ideologies which tend to separate us all from one another, and I don't think that's progressive in any way. I think it's anti-human. And I am for human beings. I will never be anti-human beings. And I am for unity, and I'm for natural, and I'm for universal. And I'm for makeovers, especially when you're going through menopause and you're being targeted and you're trying to rebuild your life. Because that is what I'm trying to do. And every day, in every way, I'm going to ask for a little help out there. Send me your good vibes. Send me your encouraging posts. And try not to judge, because it could be you. What I'm asking for is no judgment, and I'm asking for support. And what you're going to get from me is no judgment and support. And having said these things, I'm going to say never give up, never give in. And the next time you see me, we're going to work on a makeover.